All right, now it's the Cardinals' turn. They're up. The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? The Cardinals are now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Lions. Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. What direction will they go? It's the Lions now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the Cardinals. The Lions on the clock now. Okay, here we go. The Cardinals now on the clock. The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? All right, now it's the Cardinals' turn. They're up. All right, on the clock now, the Lions.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit,
and we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He'll look to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays over. Pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Throwing is Allen on third. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the... Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to... The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A gain of 3, second down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs.
Kind of a tough spot here for the offense. It's 3rd and 4. Now the ball is in the red zone, but they're facing a third down. Here's Stevens to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Time winding down here in this first half as we get you back out to the action. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, so 2 minutes even on the clock. The offense with the ball on their own side of the field. What can they do? We'll see. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Stevens steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Stevens setting up to throw it. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no...
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll bring him back with... a potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second half lead? 2nd and 3. He targets Ingram for another grab.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go.
Now Stevens
rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
So it was the
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. They'll run on 1st down. Bingham. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. Bingham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On 1st and 10, Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This offense in field goal range, and 3 points would tie it right here in this first quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? These two teams all tied after 1. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lock. On 1st down, it's Wheeler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. People always talk about... Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 6 from the 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. As this offense looking to get off to a hot start in the 3rd quarter, opening drive, and they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Detroit.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
3rd and long for Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not come anywhere close to the 1st down marker, and that gives us a turnover on down. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing. Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. The margin for error for this defense is slim because a field goal would change the complexion of this game. Can they get the stop they need? And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Love's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Love looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
They'll run on 1st down. Wheeler, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wheeler. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Love. Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Detroit, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. Fighting him off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, it's Wheeler, and they can't bring him down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get...
We have a red zone alert. This defense giving up ground, and they'll look to stop a 2nd and 1. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, it's Wheeler, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this 3rd down play? On 3rd down, Wheeler. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions add on to their lead.
So this offensive unit,
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Back to throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
and that is incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now.
As he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here for the final drive in the second quarter? Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he...
So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On second down, it's Wheeler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very...
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
They're down here in the 4th. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game.
A field goal does them no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. They'll run for it with Ridley. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they're setting up here for the onside kick. They need this football. Now can the receiving team thwart that from happening? And the Lions are able to cover this one up. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now that's all.
They'll run on first down. It's Wheeler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Wheeler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be back.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there right off the bat.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Mills. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Wheeler. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs. We drop you into the action here. First half, this offense, they've been rolling. They're looking for more, though. And they've got the ball in the red zone. On 2nd down now, it's Wheeler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop.
A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we...
This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half.
And all that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And his kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wheeler. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped...
Today, it's the National Football League. It's week 4 of the NFL.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On 1st and 10, Hooker drops it off for Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Hooker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hooker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman.
Well, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flippant field position and a flippant fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So touchdown Broncos. Nico Collins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd...
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this 3rd down play? Throwing on 3rd and long. Hooker.
They'll get this to Coleman.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a... Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. So the defense backed up here. Let's see if they can hold on this next play. On 1st down, Hooker. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense. And
this offense has been clicking pretty good here in the first half. They've got the lead. They're looking for more with the ball in the red zone. He'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Wheeler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to...
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out?
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass either way. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably...
They'll set up a throw, sliding out of the pocket, letting one go deep for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank
today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Defense did their job. They didn't allow any points on the opening drive. Now second drive of the game, first for this offense, and what can they do with their go-around? And some space here.
You get
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute.
A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Davis now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
So it's third down, ball inside the red zone, and this defense looking to get the stop they need.
Good job up front. Let's get it in.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Davis into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big...
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 6. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there.
77 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the... Time to jump back in. Opening drive, third quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Wheeler. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to...
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wheeler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 106 yards rushing now for the NFL. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Wheeler, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even...
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. No good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.